This is News 3 Now at 10.
Well, thanks for joining us. Wisconsin health officials reported 2 more coronavirus-related deaths today, and that includes the first here in Dane County.
Public Health Madison and Dane County says a resident in their late 70s died from complications of the virus. Milwaukee County also reported another death today, bringing the statewide total to 7 deaths. There are now more than 620 positive cases across the state, including the first in Juneau County, which was confirmed tonight. There is now more than 65,000 cases of coronavirus nationwide. More than 200 people died today in the U.S., the most in a single day so far, pushing the total above 900. New York accounts for more than half of those cases, most of them in the city. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo says hospitalizations are even higher than projected. He says the state needs more ICU beds with ventilators.
Ventilators, ventilators, ventilators. We need 30,000. We have in the existing hospital system 4,000 ventilators.
Projections show positive cases in New York could hit their peak in about 2 weeks. Today, the governor announced a pilot program which would close many streets to cars in an effort to help slow down the virus. Janesville city leaders have declared a state of emergency. This allows the city to be eligible for state and federal assistance.
Well, meanwhile, a Janesville manufacturing company is stepping up to fill the growing need for personal protective equipment. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter joins us live with why their product is now in high demand. Adam?
Well, Eric and Charlotte, normally Monterey Mills in Janesville uses fabrics to make products like knit paint rollers and apparel. But now they've seen a radical shift in production for a good cause. Over the weekend, workers here at Monterey Mills in Janesville got to thinking.
Some of my design people, my R&D people, my manufacturing employees got together. We said, how can we help?
That was on Friday, and by Sunday, the company had a prototype that they believe could solve the national shortage of personal protective equipment for hospital employees and first responders.
We ended up creating something that really doesn't exist, and that's a washable, reusable option for hospital personnel or first responders to use either by itself or in conjunction with an N95 mask.
Dan Senekin, president of the nationwide cloth manufacturer, says by Monday evening he had calls from several hospitals in multiple states. He says by tomorrow, thousands of masks will be delivered, and by Friday, he's hopeful this factory could be making upwards of 10,000 masks per day.
We basically changed our production schedule this week. Half of the yardage that we'll produce this week will be for fabric for protective equipment.
And with calls in from Georgia, North Carolina, and Arizona, he says Monterey Mills doesn't want to stop there. They've got enough material to make 200,000 reusable machine washable masks.
My goal is that if any hospital, any police officer, any EMT, any social worker, anyone that's in harm's way, that has put themselves in potentially a harmful position, who doesn't have a mask to protect themselves, has a mask to protect themselves.
Senekin says his company has already donated thousands of masks to the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office and the Milwaukee County Public Health Department, but he does want to plan to make these available for public purchase over the web in the next couple of weeks. And he says these have not have a price set on them yet, but even if he does end up losing money, he says it's worth it to know that he is helping protect the public.
Adam Duxter live in Milton. Adam, thank you. Check it out. This is what Madison looked like today. First day of the governor's Safer at Home order. That order says that you can only leave your home for essential trips like purchasing groceries, medication, maybe going to see loved ones. Governor Evers and local law enforcement are telling people they are not required to have any special permission or paperwork, though, to leave their homes. Interim Madison Police Chief Vic Wall says it ultimately falls on police to enforce the order, but at this time, MPD is focusing on education and won't be stopping people to do spot checks. If it comes to it, Wall says enforcement will fall on persistent non-compliers.
People have been doing a very good job so far of complying with the previous orders. I'm optimistic and hopeful that our community is going to continue to do the same with this newest order, and that we'll recognize the benefit to all of us by doing so.
The police are making changes to keep officers safe as well, including providing personal protective gear and handling more minor calls over the phone if it's possible, rather than seeking out violations. Chief Wall says he'd rather see officers focusing on safety, like providing extra security at businesses that have unexpectedly had to close. Just a reminder, here's a list of essential and non-essential businesses: hardware stores, gas stations, pharmacies, healthcare, convenience and grocery stores. They'll remain open during this safer at home order. Schools, libraries, movie theaters, playgrounds, salons, and gyms will remain closed. That order will remain in effect for at least 1 month. Leaders at every level have expressed worries over the economic impact of the new order.
Area businesses are depending on consumers to continue to help them through this. Many of the shops at Hilldale chose to close before the order even went into effect. The president of the Greater Madison Chamber says businesses understand this is what's best for public health, but there will be impacts on the economy. To minimize that, the chamber is encouraging businesses to continue paying employees and vendors as long as they can. Some silver lining here: the chamber says given Madison's younger workforce and industry diversity, we're in a better position than most to recover.
The next 30 days are going to be difficult for business and for employees of those businesses. But as we start to think about recovery, Dane County, Greater Madison, this region is positioned to be one of the bright spots in helping the economic recovery of this country.
For businesses out there with questions, the chamber has set up a portal for you to ask those. They also have answers to frequently asked questions. We will link you to that on our website. The Edgewater Hotel in downtown Madison is laying off 202 employees. The hotel notified Wisconsin Workforce Development today that the mass layoff and reduction of hours are expected to be temporary. The Edgewater has not said when staff will be back. They were laid off last Wednesday.
UW-Madison hiring movers to pack the rooms of about 4,000 UW students who still haven't moved out of their dorms. The university canceled all move-out appointments and suspended student card access to the dorms after the governor's stay-at-home order. UW housing officials say they will pack and store students' belongings. The state has already asked them to be ready to provide residence to those in need of housing during the emergency. There are currently no specific requests or proposals to utilize the space, but housing officials say they do want to be prepared. They also say students can email UW Housing with packing and handling concerns related to specific items. Online voter registration is reopening until March 30th to allow people to register to vote or request an absentee ballot. This comes as numerous groups are asking the governor and other state leaders to make more changes for the upcoming presidential primary. The city of Green Bay actually filed a federal lawsuit seeking to cancel in-person voting. Republican leaders say they are backing the governor's decision. The election features a Supreme Court race and local races as well as the presidential primary.
Right now, congressional lawmakers are putting the finishing touches on a $2 trillion coronavirus relief stimulus bill. President Trump says he will sign it immediately after senators vote. White House officials say funding in the bill could last as long as 3 months.
Hopefully a long time. We'll see. If we have to go back, we have to go back. We're going to take care of the American worker. We're going to take care of these companies that fuel this country and make the country great. It's not their fault. It's not their fault.
The stimulus backs Wall Street businesses and hard-hit airlines and manufacturers. It also has cash and assistance for regular Americans. Some Senate Republicans say the current bill incentivizes unemployment. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin disagrees.
The direct payments are really emergency funds for people who have an interruption in their pay but still have to pay the rent or a mortgage, and in some cases are being asked to get groceries for several weeks when it's hard enough to have the money to get groceries for 1 week.
The package passed in a procedural vote early this morning also added transparency. The Treasury Department now has to publicly post every loan it grants within 72 hours of granting it. It also added a special inspector general who will be able to pursue any allegations of fraud. Senator Ron Johnson released a statement on the bill tonight saying he was, quote, pleased to work with Senator Baldwin and Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to increase Medicaid funding. He also wrote in part that the U.S. must, quote, keep as much of the economy up and operating as possible while fighting the coronavirus.
The family of a former FBI agent who disappeared in Iran more than a decade ago believes he is dead. Robert Levinson's family announced today they have received information from U.S. officials that have led them to the conclusion that he died while in Iranian custody. They don't know how or when he died, only that it was prior to the coronavirus outbreak. President Trump says he has not officially been informed of Levinson's death, but said that it is, quote, not looking good. This summer's Tony Awards will be postponed. The annual show celebrating the best in Broadway theater was scheduled to take place in New York City June 7th and air right here on CBS. Broadway theaters shut down 2 weeks ago due to the pandemic.
New tonight, the Sun Prairie Fire Department took part in a nationwide effort to thank healthcare workers and first responders. At 7 o'clock, they opened the bays and turned on the lights to their trucks as a sign of strength and hope for the community. Sun Prairie firefighters say they wanted to take an opportunity to recognize those who are right now putting their lives on the line every day.
The community of Sun Prairie has really come forward to help not only us, but our EMS brothers and sisters and our police brothers and sisters to provide PPE to make sure that we're protecting ourselves as we protect the community.
Starbucks trying to help first responders as well, get them up and running in the morning during the coronavirus crisis. The company says it's giving free coffee to those in the trenches of the battle. That includes doctors, nurses, hospital staff, police officers, and firefighters. First responders can claim a tall-sized coffee at any location until May 3rd. Most Starbucks stores are currently closed, but still offering drive-through and delivery services.
Quick Trip is giving more than 26,000 workers temporary bonuses for 6 weeks for continuing to work during this pandemic. Quick Trip CEO says retail workers and support center workers will get a $2 bonus for every hour until late April. Store leaders and drivers will receive an extra $100 a week. A company spokesperson says this is the first time Quick Trip has ever done this.
Residents at Home Again Assisted Living in Cambridge received a big surprise today. A couple brought 2 of their Icelandic horses dressed as the Easter Bunny to help cheer up the residents during the pandemic. The residents could not leave their rooms, of course, to pet the horses, but the center's director says they made everyone's day a whole lot brighter. Who's that looking in the window there? That'll make you smile. Let's turn it over to meteorologist Dana Fulton with your first warn forecast. Dana, a lot of rain out there.
There is. For the next few days, we're looking at on and off showers, some heavy rainfall on Saturday, and then that bright sunshine returning by next week. Right now, looking at our Doppler, we did have some light rain coming through this evening. The heavier rain north of the Dells, but we will have some passing showers move further south overnight. Some patchy fog will be possible as we head into your Thursday morning. Temperatures barely dropping, holding pretty steady in the low 40s overnight because of that cloudy sky. Tomorrow, a chance for showers in the afternoon, another chance on Friday, and then once we get through those thunderstorms on Saturday, we'll start to see the rain move out. But we'll take a closer look at those rain chances coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you very much. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 10, what U.S. officials are doing to bring thousands of Americans home during this pandemic. We'll be right back.
Better days will take some work. But RAM is more than willing to do our share. We are offering payment assistance and 24/7 support. 0% financing for 84 months with no payments for 90 days. And the option to shop at ram.com. Because for us, reverse isn't an option. RAM, helping you drive forward.
At Hy-Vee, we're doing everything we can to make your life easier, healthier, and happier. And save you money with this week's Hy-Vee Hot Deals. Bar S Jumbo Franks, just 98 cents. Hormel Marinated Pork Loin, only $4.99. Skippy Peanut Butter, just $1.99. Jumbo Honey Crisp Apples, only $1.48 a pound. And Lay's or Sun Chips, just $1.97. Continue to count on low prices, hot deals, and more, only at Hy-Vee.
When their cry is a different kind of cry.
When you know they're sick, but are afraid to know how sick they really are.
That's when you want answers. When you need answers.
Because when it's your child,
your baby,
it's different.
This is where you'll find doctors unlike any other doctors, where we treat the untreatable and conquer the seemingly unconquerable. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Well, it's about time we got to work. There we go.
Red Bull gives you wings. The new Red Bull Zero.
and Red Bull sugar-free. Full of wings, free of sugar.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering Chevy owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services and Wi-Fi data. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home. It's just our way of doing our part.
They're trolling social media right now.
It is really difficult to detect the coordinated effort.
Think you're immune to foreign election interference? Inside the psychological tactics that prove you're not. Thursday on News 3 Now at 10.
Some Americans aren't only facing the coronavirus pandemic right now, they're also dealing with the aftermath of a tornado. This was the scene in Tishomingo, Mississippi today, where crews are trying to restore power after a tornado last night. A Dollar General store suffered the most damage, but no one was inside. The mayor says no one was hurt, but urged people to still protect themselves and others from the virus as they clean up.
Overseas Defense Secretary Mark Esper has frozen the movements of all overseas troops for 60 days due to coronavirus. Troops who were supposed to come home will now have to wait a bit. The same is true for military personnel in the U.S. who were scheduled to deploy overseas. That freeze affects about 90,000 service members. More than 200 service members have actually tested positive for coronavirus. As the virus spreads, more countries are closing their borders, leaving thousands of Americans stranded abroad.
The State Department says so far it is tracking more than 13,000 U.S. citizens worldwide who are trying to get home. CBS News' Katherine Johnson shows us the frightening struggle for 2 Americans abroad desperate to return.
College friends Dan West and Jonathan Du traveled to Peru to climb Machu Picchu over spring break, but the coronavirus began to spread, and they never made it up the mountain. The two then faced a very different uphill battle, returning home.
Everybody here just wants to get home, and we want to be back to our families and our loved ones.
This was the scene at airports last week, hours after the Peruvian government closed the country's borders.
Jonathan and I were basically up throughout the entire night. We didn't sleep at all, and we went to the airport at 2:30 in the morning to try and get some sort of flight, some sort of ticket.
We saw a lot of people breaking down, a lot of people crying, people calling their loved ones, trying to get even just a remote sense of certainty.
President Trump addressed the negotiations with Peru earlier this week.
We've removed some, and the rest are being removed with the cooperation of the Peruvian government.
There's military and tanks out on the road patrolling constantly. It's really scary.
I would definitely say it feels like a hostage situation.
The two friends formed a community of some 5,000 stranded U.S. citizens through the Facebook page Americans Stuck in Peru.
You got moms and dads, people who are over 70, those who are medically vulnerable.
I understand that it is difficult to be away from home during this time.
Monday night, the U.S. Embassy in Peru ensured all Americans there that flights are coming. And Wednesday, Du and West boarded a U.S. flight to Lima, which they hope is the first leg of their return to U.S. soil. Katherine Johnson, CBS News, Washington.
To date, the State Department has successfully brought home more than 9,000 Americans from 28 countries, with more flights planned in the coming weeks. Let's get a look at your first warned weather. Meteorologist Dana Fulton joins us now. Dana?
Plan on seeing a few more raindrops coming down. We have mostly cloudy skies overnight and for Thursday. Some light rain expected Thursday afternoon and into the evening. Friday, only a slight chance for showers, and then on Saturday, more the main event. A very soggy Saturday with showers and thunderstorms expected throughout the afternoon and overnight. Any rain is going to come to an end early Sunday, and that's going to lead us into what should be a pretty sunny start to next week and as we head into April. Rain right now, mostly northwest of Dane County. That's going to pass through overnight, and then our rain chances for Thursday. The driving force for that is this low pressure that's going to be driving northeast and passing on through. The showers pass through. We're mostly cloudy to start the day tomorrow, and then the rain builds in later on. Mainly south of Madison, the greatest chance for showers really for Rock and Greene County. As we head into Thursday evening, this is 7, 8 o'clock. We're still mostly cloudy, but by Friday, we'll get a little bit of a breakup in those clouds. So for Friday morning, we start to see a partly sunny sky, and then in the afternoon, we're variably cloudy. and just a little more cloud coverage than sunshine. Notice that rain starting to creep back in late Friday night into Saturday. That's when the showers will really ramp back up. From the rain that's passing through tonight, it's not going to bring much accumulation. You might just notice a few raindrops out on the grill cover. We're only expecting those totals to be around a few hundredths of an inch. And then the rainfall through Saturday, the precipitation adds up a little bit more for the very southern edge of the state. A broader look at Friday into Saturday, the rain lifts north. Again, we'll have some stronger thunderstorms mixed in on Saturday, though the severe potential right now doesn't seem like much. Heavy rain expected throughout the afternoon and evening. Overnight, it starts to back off, and then during the day on Sunday, the rain starts to gradually come to an end. Our precipitation trend as we move into April seems likely we'll be sitting a little closer to average. No big systems starting to move our way, no big dry spells either. Just some light rain chances for the middle of next week. Tomorrow we will see a high of about 48, so not quite as mild as today. Today we were in the low 50s. Those afternoon shower chances will mainly be south of Madison. A slight chance for showers on Friday, and we will be back in the low 50s. Saturday we'll see high temperatures in the upper 50s with shower chances and isolated thunderstorms, and we are expecting those rain chances to continue into early Sunday morning. Monday will be mostly sunny with high temperatures in the upper 50s. A slight chance for showers on Tuesday with a light rain chance on Wednesday, but again, most of next week does look dry, and we do have a few 60-degree temperatures mixed in there as well. So a nice little upward trend as far as those temperatures are concerned.
Oh, we welcome that.
Sure do.
Yes, yes. And the sunshine, of course, also. A lot of folks trying to just get outside, get some fresh air. The clouds have been fine with the okay temperatures, but it'll be nice to be sunny with temperatures in the 50s.
I think they'll go outside even as long as we don't have thunderstorms. I think people are going to go.
Absolutely,
They're just going to do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, coming up on News 3 Now at 10. How soon you might be able to see Christian Yelich and the Brewers on the diamond again. Still might be a while. We'll tell you when next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Infinity Windows and Patio Doors from Marvin are ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with J.D. Power.
The only place you can get these windows and patio doors is at the Ganser Company. Schedule your free in-home consultation today.
Ganser is the answer.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand, especially now, with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. We'll defer 3 payments and make 3 payments for peace of mind up to 6 months. Shop at Ford.com or contact your Ford dealer to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. You have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you.
Here at Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that your lawn should be a place where memories are made, a source of pride, relaxation, and fun for the whole family. That's why we proudly offer a child and pet-friendly program, so you can enjoy a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn without sacrificing peace of mind.
Our program offers effective, targeted weed control, and our golf course quality fertilizer creates a beautiful outdoor space. Don't your kids and grandkids deserve a Weedman lawn? Trust the lawn care experts. Trust Weedman.
Our home is the training ground for her dreams policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
At US Cellular, we're building a powerful new 5G network that breaks down barriers. Because it's only fair that you get uninterrupted service, so you can work without obstacles and stream without disruptions. 5G, now available in Wisconsin. Unlimited data starts at $30 a month. It's the best value in wireless. Switch today for just $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular. Choose fair.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering Chevy owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services and Wi-Fi data If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home. It's just our way of doing our part.
Infinity windows and patio doors from Marvin are ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with J.D. Power.
The only place you can get these windows and patio doors is at the Ganser Company. Schedule your free in-home consultation today.
Ganser is the answer.
The National Football League is shut down temporarily. The league mandated that all team facilities close starting tonight in response to the pandemic. Commissioner Roger Goodell sent a memo to the 32 teams with the guidelines. There are some limited exceptions. Athletic trainers and physicians can keep providing medical treatment to players. The league says it will assess the situation once again on April 8th.
Now, the NBA might resume playing sooner than you expect. That's according to one team owner. Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban says he hopes the NBA resumes playing games in May. He says the league's restart can help bring people together amid the pandemic. Cuban told a Dallas radio station he knows that he's being optimistic. Right now, the NBA is bracing for a return in mid to late June as a best case scenario. Tomorrow is supposed to be Major League Baseball's opening day. Instead of planning for that, the league is trying to determine when or even if the season will begin. COVID-19 concerns initially pushed opening day back 2 weeks. Now some MLB officials say that July, around what would be the All-Star break, that's when the season could start. The league is also planning to have some games in front of no fans, using neutral sites for possible November and December playoff games.
So if you are missing baseball, the MLB will still be celebrating opening day tomorrow. They are hosting opening day at home. 30 games will be aired across multiple platforms, including MLB Network, Fox Sports 1, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. The first game that will air is Game 1 of the 2018 National League Division Series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Colorado Rockies. That game will air at 7:30 a.m. on YouTube. We'll be right back with a final look at weather.
Better days are ahead. We are all one Jeep community, and we can help. So we're offering payment assistance, 24/7 support, and the option to shop at Jeep.com. We're offering 0% financing for 84 months with no payments for 90 days. Because better days are just down the road. Jeep, helping you drive forward.
Feed your family for less with Hy-Vee Mealtime. Delicious meals to go that feed a family of 4 for just $19.99. That's just $5 a person. Try our delicious pasta dinner. Get both lasagna and chicken Alfredo with breadsticks or garlic cheese bread and a 2-liter of Coke. Hy-Vee Chinese with 4 entrees, rice, egg rolls, crab rangoon, and Coke. Or 2 family-sized pizzas, breadsticks, or garlic cheese bread and Coke. Make mealtime easy with Hy-Vee Mealtime to go.
Ever since we opened Culver's, community has meant the world to us, especially in times like these when the going gets tough. That's why we're keeping our drive-thrus open, continuing to cook every meal to order as if you were a guest in our home. We want to be here for you, today and every day, sharing our smile and safely serving with all our heart. Caring for you and your family, it's our pleasure. Together, we'll get through this.
No one goes all in on made-from-scratch freshness like Papa Murphy's. Because when you go all in, people notice. This game day, go all in with the new Triple Pep for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Let's see. Why do professional builders and remodelers choose Nonn's? Looks to be reason number 245. Wow. Maybe it's that Nonn's takes care of just about everything. Oof. Yeah. That might not be the case when you shop online. So, why should you choose Nonn's? Well, isn't it obvious? Nonn's. Kitchen, bath, and flooring.
Coming together makes us stronger. And Ford is built to lend a hand, especially now, with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. We'll defer 3 payments and make 3 payments for peace of mind up to 6 months. Shop at Ford.com or contact your Ford dealer to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. You have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you.
helping families pass the time with our Stuck at Home Challenge.
We'll also be talking about how you and your family can navigate this new normal.
That and the latest updates on the coronavirus outbreak starting at 4:30.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by the Wisconsin Lottery, reminding you to please play responsibly.
This is something we're seeing a lot more of lately. It's a drive-by birthday. The Waunakee community celebrated the 87th birthday of Jack Mansfield, who was a former UW Badger track star and football player. Family and friends took time to drive by Grandpa Jack's home, waving, honking, and wishing him the happiest of birthdays, all from a very safe social distance.
A happy birthday, Grandpa Jack. That was clearly a good one. Tomorrow afternoon, maybe a few rain showers rolling in. Dana's got a final check.
Yeah, we could see some light rain coming through. Not much of a thunderstorm threat for us tomorrow, and most of the rain is going to stay south of Madison. Friday, there's a slight chance for showers, and then showers and thunderstorms expected for Saturday. This rain comes to an end early Sunday morning, and that leads us into what will be a mostly dry next week with temperatures starting to trend into the 60s.
All right, Dana, thanks. Thanks for joining us.
Do something good, be well, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
So much of what we are dealing with right now requires an orientation with which we have no experience. There are simply no precedents. For example, do we really need to postpone an election, a foundation of our system of self-governance, to ensure public health? We know what folks in Italy would say. Yes, you must. And we are hearing every day from local officials, volunteers, and most poignantly their families who are frightened and unsure of what's the right thing to do. Every absentee ballot cast helps big time. Please do that. And we probably have another 3 or 4 days to figure out if there's a way to hold the election safely in a way that protects its legitimacy as well. In any event, no volunteer or voter should feel like they have to make a decision to risk their health. We need healthy citizens for a truly healthy democracy.